All right, here we are, everybody. Check this thing out. This is the Soul Hammer. I'm here with Sam. What's up, buddy? This is his boat. I'm going to do like a quick little walk through this boat. I really like the design of this boat. This is something a little different. And what I'm going to do for y'all is I'm going to start back here at the back and just kind of like do a quick little walkthrough and show you some of the features of this, because it is a little different than probably what you've seen out there. Molded in drain plug, which is, you know, I really like seeing threaded molded in drain plugs, and it seems to work. But one of the coolest things that y'all probably see right away, see these dimples? And what this in theory is supposed to do is release the water that comes off the deck. So if water gets on the deck, it breaks that surface tension down and lets it run off. It could just be gimmicky, but I don't know. We're going to put it to the test today. We're going to do some laps out here and we'll see what it's like. Never have molded in logos. It's just not what Soul does. This is actual a sticker that's heated up and they put it on there. But you know what? I've seen some. There's a 303 sitting right over there from 5 years ago and it's still got the stickers on it. So it still works. These handles are like a type of aluminum which surrounded by plastic. They are strong. They're into inserts. I like the handles. They look good. Molded in wall holder here holds in the back foam walls right there. I'll come back to the outfitting. Little drainage port seems a little high. I would have brought it down to about right there, but you know what? Just lean over. We're in whitewater. We ain't worried about it anyway. There's the drainage where it splashes up on the bow and it should drain down into here. Dimples up here, and just like the stern, this deck is supposed to have it shed off cleaner. And this is textured. So this is a sandblasted texture into a polished angle right here. That's all polished around there and sandblasted. So yeah, let me go ahead and show you the outfitting real quick. This is the newer outfitting. There was some older outfitting. I did paddle the Glide and I really like the outfitting in the Glide. This one has that plate to disperse the load a little evenly across there. I do like that. It has these individual bulkhead plates that move up and down. You got a water bottle holder here, a throw rope holder here or whatever. The cam locks, cam locks, you know, they work. We use them on our cars when we tie down our boats. I don't have a problem with cam locks, and these have rollers in them. Thigh braces, really strong. He's got the gussets in there with the kiss offs going right there. Very good. These are strong thigh braces. I like them. They seem to work. Hip pads are adjustable. You add a little bit of foam down to the bottom and you get. It came with extra foam, according to Sam. Backband seems to work. It's tied up here and tied up down there on that big plate. You get your own little packaged hip pads. How cute is that? Look at that. It looks like a, you know what it looks like? It looks like one of those, what's the bean?
The corn toss?
That's what it is. It's a cornhole bag. He gave you a couple of cornhole bags. So let's go ahead and there's all the deck and outfitting. Let's roll it over and let's check out the hull. Looking at the sidewall right here, showing you all the side shape. It actually has a like small kick rocker about right there where the grab handle starts and kicks up, and then it goes down. More kick rocker starts about right there. Rolling it on over here. The first thing we look at, there's a hole in the bottom of your boat. Why is there?
Best feature.
Check this thing out, everybody. This right here was one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time. It looks like a type of ball bearing that he's added right there, but this is not something I've seen on a whitewater kayak. And you know how we know Corran did it? Because you know why? He put his name right on the side of it. Corran Addison design, and it's got a front, so that way you know which way it goes. And he's molded this, and this must be a piece in the mold that's coming down. So that'd be a positive sticking out of the mold that molds down in there, and then the front that way. We used it. So I will show it being used here in a minute, but this thing was surprisingly well done. I was impressed with this. It is overlaid rubber inside the mold, so the wheel, it must be two molds. Looks like it's two molds. You got a mold here and a mold there. Looks good. It actually feels very sturdy. Cool design. Something definitely, not something I've seen on a kayak. You guys leave in the comments if you've seen a whitewater boat with that. Very common on fishing kayaks though. I've got to actually have a fishing kayak that has a wheel that bolts into the back. Once again, you get these little dimples back here coming off the tail. Seems to come around. Uh-oh. We have the water turning on. All of this is sandblasted texture all the way down. Very flat and planing. This thing is very flat. Spacing here is very wide. So that's interesting that you run your hull from here to here. So this boat's probably going to be fast, and then your depth from here to here looks to be maybe a ½ inch drop. So that's what they just call a drop chine. Very flat up here, planing surface coming out. Overall, I like the looks of the boat. I think it looks really good. Has a really nice, clean look to it. What do you think, Sam? You got anything good to say about it?
I'll tell you what, it is fast, just like you said. It's I love it.
I'm very interested in giving it a try. So we're gonna put on the water. You know, it's gonna be a fun day. We're gonna do some laps out here. Look at that. He could completely load down with gear and run a shuttle with it. Some might think that's goofy, but I actually kind of like that. Look at that. If you loaded that boat down with all of your gear and walked to a put-in, that would work extremely well. All right, here we go. It's the sole hammer time. Actually, why am I carrying this on my shoulder? Let's do the wheel. How about that? Just a wheeling around. Works pretty good on this gravel. This works really well on concrete. It's got these individual cleats on it that you can pull, and then you pull them up and you tighten them up. These were on the Glide that I used and worked surprisingly well. So overall fit of it, it feels like a big medium. Cockpit rim's very low. It's like low and tucked in. Very stable. This thing is, the initial stability is super stable right here. Hey, those drainages are actually working. Look at that. I can tell y'all, I definitely feel the stability in this thing. Initial stability. It doesn't go till you get about right there. Feels pretty smooth just paddling. Feels short. That was pretty good right there. To be able to hit that eddy, do a couple of spins, and then hit that all one move's pretty good. Try this ferry. Oh boy, I like that. And then just bust through here. It doesn't feel edgy. It feels pretty smooth so far. The bow, look at the bow in the front. It stays floating tighter, but it's not overly rocker. Oh, it boots flat. Whew. It's so short and that edge didn't grab. It kind of comes off because of its length. You can kind of get it up off of a boot path. Look at them dimples. Are those dimples working? You guys tell me. You think these dimples are shedding water better than just a round hole up there? It goes through pretty good. Try that ferry across to the other side. Hopefully I don't get worked. Paddle smooth. It has a smooth feel to it. Right? Even in the chaotic water, I was able to control it. The edges are high out of the water, I can tell. right here. It just locks in. That surf's really good. Thoughts on this thing? I don't know if these shedded water like I thought they would, but you know, they did do something up there.
Yeah.
The hull was a very good high performance river runner.
Right.
I think this is a really good high performance river runner, surprisingly friendly.
Yeah.
Like it was not edgy, wasn't grabbing anywhere, was very predictable. This is more of a all-around river runner is what it felt like to me. Very stable. I felt I could zip around the river, and when I wanted to, I could get it up and over things and get out of trouble when I wanted to.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like I was on edge or fighting an edge the whole time. Overall, I like the boat. I think I would actually paddle one of these as my kind of all-around type boat. It surfs well. It spun in the hole up there good. I felt that this is one of those kind of do-all boats.
Yeah.
You could get, if you wanted one boat to do everything, you're not stern squirting, minus the stern squirts.
No.
It has a lot of volume in that back tail.
I'm gonna fight it. I'm heavier than you. I'm gonna try to make it happen.
If I played around with it more, maybe we could find some good eddy lines to make it stern squirt. I think it's just like the Glide. It feels like another kind of knock it out of the park design on that. I liked it. The hull was very performance oriented. The edges was not super in the water, so you were able to carve when you wanted to, but if you stayed flat, you didn't have to worry about them. Where some boats with an edge very low, you're gonna worry about that edge catching all the time. Yeah, good deal, man. And it's if you guys ever want one of these, they're at Fested Waters, right?
That's right. Yep.
Who do we need to hit at Fested Waters?
Hit Tim, hit Nate up. Really, just give those guys a call. They've got all the boats. So,
there you go.
But they've got souls. So.
Cummings, Georgia, right?
They're kind of between Cummings and Gainesville, so they're right over in that area.
There you go. If you ever see Sam out here on the river, he'd probably let you jump in it anyway.
I will.
Just don't swim out of it.
Yeah, just don't break my boat.
Yeah. All right, man. Good paddling with you, dude. See you, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.